Can't tell if it's in focus or not, but she is barely alive. I think that was what we saw was they were balling a queen. This is the hive that the bees have been just impossible to live with, and I think maybe the bees just got tired of her. So I found her. I separated the cluster, that small little cluster of bees, and found her out on her walking away and grabbed her. She really wasn't walking away, she just kind of standing there. So I grabbed her and stuffed her in this. I may have actually hurt her a little bit, I don't know. But anyway, going back over to that cluster and see what's going on. As you can see, the cluster is, let me get out of my own light. The cluster is pretty much gone. In fact, it's dissipated. There's just a few bees hanging around, probably that old pheromone. I think they took her out and were in the process of beating her to death. I think they actually smother her and get her too hot. And I just happened to see it. Now, I was going to requeen this hive, and I think I still will, but I may not give up the queen if there's a new replacement queen in there. We'll see how they behave. Yeah, well, they didn't get her all the way for sure. She's very much alive. So I've just put together a box. I'm going to go ahead and take a frame of brood from the other hive and another frame covered with bees and stick it in here, put her in there and see what happens. I'm not sure I'll take her out of the cage right away. I think I might let her sit in there for a few hours, see what happens. They may just kill her. And nothing ventured, nothing gained. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and here's a frame I took out of that hive. Look at all those. Those are all swarm cells. I don't know whether I'm going to knock them off or not. But there's a lot of bees and larvae in here. So I'm going to put that one in there. I'm going to come back and get one that's not so much, just regular bees on it. And here's a grape frame with honey. It is heavy as lead. I'm just going to put it in there. Look at all that. That's a grape frame of honey. I'm going to put it in there with them. Since I've been able to put so much honey in there, I'm not going to put a remainder of a candy board I have left, and we're going to put a jar of syrup 1-to-1 on there anyway. But I think they're going to be fine. I have gone ahead and closed up the hive, and I'm going to leave it that way for 2 or 3 days. Alright, I went ahead and stacked another super since that one was pretty full. These are the bees that have been giving me so much trouble as far as bad attitude and bad behavior. I didn't want to put that split over there because I figured it was too close. So I saw a bunch of swarm cells on the other frame that I moved out, and that's okay. At this point, I'm not really risking anything, and we'll just try it and see what happens. I'm going to walk over here. This is how far it is. I don't have separate stands for my bees, so I just took up some pallets and stacked them. I guess we're 35, 40 feet away, which probably isn't far enough, but I tell you what, I don't have a place that's good other than this. If I move it to the boundary of my property, I'm going to be too close to neighbors. And the way I've got it now, I've got that windbreak, and it's partially hidden, and it's hidden from the road. So I'm just going to let these guys stew for a couple of days and see what happens. And listen here. We'll see what happens.